Gotta squeeze the juice out of the headphones. Yeah, squeeze the juice out of the headphones. Yo. When you think of me, you think of a problem. Who, what,
real life shit, for
Yes,
real.
sir. Yes, sir, man.
Deejay Young A in the building.
Yes, sir.
To
Yes,
me,
sir. Yes,
one of the
sir.
blend masters, like, for real.
I appreciate that, man.
For real. What's good with you, bro?
I'm good, man. You know, shit, man. Just doing what I do, trying to, you know, create my own lane. You know, I've been doing this shit for a long time, man. You know, it's been a long time coming to actually like really see my progress of where I started from. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's definitely been a journey.
Yeah, man, you definitely came a long way, man. I've
Hell yeah.
fucking watched you since a fucking...
Shit, we done did everything. We done rapped, we done sang, we done everything, bruh. So like,
Yeah.
for sure. We definitely come from a family of musical talent, so.
Nah, for sure.
For sure.
For sure, man. Shout out Chubb too, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Shout out my cuz Chubb, man. Chubb, holla at you, man. Holla at me, man. You already know what it is, bro.
Yeah, man. But like, tell the audience a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, Deejay Young A, Prince of the City, you know. Most of y'all know me, some of y'all don't. Paterson's own. I started off as a singer. You feel me? My father was a singer. You know, my little brother's a singer. You know what I'm saying?
Bill.
You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to my pops, you feel me? I didn't get into DJing until like I want to say like around 2000 when I heard my first mixtape. The first mixtape I ever heard was Big L. Shout out to DJ Big L too, man.
Yes.
One of the legends of Paterson. It was Off the Hizzy Part 1 and 2. I'll never forget. And I was just listening to it. I heard it somewhere in the block, and I'm just like, yo, how the fuck did this man blend a song that's on the radio with another beat that don't got nothing to do with the song? And I was just losing my mind trying to figure out how this man did it. So I'm thinking like, all right, this gotta be like the only dude that do this. Then I started hearing other DJs. I heard Marv, and I started hearing Talent. Then I started hearing Suge, and I'm just like, yo, like, that's what I want to do. I want to be a DJ. I want to see what this is about. So I asked my father to buy me some DJ equipment. He was with it. I got my first set when I was like around like, I think I was like 13, 14 years old. Yeah, man. And that's how I got started. I ain't even really know what I was doing for real. Like I had the turntables, I had a sampler, and I just started getting to work, man. I think my first blend I ever did was Tipsy and Chingy. Yeah. That was the first blend I ever did. That shit was ass, but you know, it was the start. It was the start of something new, man. This was like around like 2003, I want to say.
Yeah.
02, 03.
Yeah. But I heard that shit floating around, so it wasn't really that ass.
Nah, compared to like the guys that was already doing it, you know what I'm saying? You wanted to really just lock in and see, you know, what it was about and how to go about it, you know, being creative. Like a lot of people think like, you know, it's easy being a DJ, but it's really not, bro. That shit is hard. Like you got to think about how you going to set the blend up, you know, where you going to switch it up at, what beats. Cause you know, you can't just get a beat and just put it with any song. You know what I'm saying? This shit got to flow. It got to be the right cadence. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can get writer's block being a DJ, man. The shit is, you know, I have to come back to it for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, then you got something called BPMs. You know, BPMs is beat per minute if you don't know. You know, you might have a song that's like 126, but just because they both match don't mean that they'll go together, because some rappers or some singers sing off key because they're singing or rapping to the beat that they're originally singing on. So you got to tweak it, but you know.
Yeah, I fuck with it. But besides the DJing, you also sing as well, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, long as I can remember.
Yeah.
I've been singing, man. You know, I think it's just really like a gift from God, you feel me? My father, obviously, it's in my genes. You know, I've been singing since I was about 5, maybe younger than that. Just humming tunes. I ain't really get into it until like I got older. That's when I really started coming into myself. But yeah, like I've been singing for a while, man. I mean, I don't really do it here and there because, you know, this DJing shit got me right now. But yeah, singing is definitely something that I'm very passionate about, just as well as DJing. So
Okay, so being that would you say you've grown into being more interested in the DJing than actual singing?
Yeah, because for one, you know what you've seen what the world has come to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just be focused on one thing one day, and then, you know what I'm saying, if you don't really have that like that super following, you feel me? People don't really be interested. You know what I'm saying? I've made a lot of videos on YouTube. Well, Instagram, pardon me. I've made a lot of Instagram little snippets of me singing here and there. People be fucking with it, but you know, it don't really be targeted to where I'm really trying to get to.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not about talent no more. It's more about the gimmick than the talent now. So, you know, that kind of watered down my passion for singing because, you know, that's like a dime a dozen now. Like, I mean, it's easier now because we have social media. You know, back then, I feel like it was a little bit more harder because, you know, you was going against all the greats. Like Chris Brown just came out 2005. Then you had Trey Songz doing his thing. Everybody was going platinum. It was lit. That was the time. Like around the Soulja Boy era, Chris Brown era, B2K era, that's when you needed to do it because that's when it was going down. You know what I mean? I was singing around that time, but I never really had that push to be like, all right, well, we're going to take you over here to New York and you don't go here and go there. So it's like, you know, it was just local talent. But now I feel like it's more hard because everybody got a phone. Everybody got Instagram, YouTube, and there's so much going on. So it's like, but you know, because it's so watered down now, I feel like the DJing shit is like, it's just something that it's instant for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I reach more people with it, you know what I'm saying? And it makes people feel good. Music make people feel good. It makes me feel good. So it's like, you know, I'm more invested into the DJ aspect than the singing.
Okay. So like with DJ, that also come with like parties and hosting events and shit like that. And how
it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Because when I first started, it wasn't about money. You know what I'm saying? You know, everything is a hustle these days. But when I first started, I didn't care. I didn't even know you could make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing it because I heard somebody else do it and I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So, you know, the money didn't really come in until I got well in my grown stage of life. So it's like, you know, we started doing house parties. Shout out to my brother DJ F Sharp. Shout out to Wheezy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Rick. You know, the whole BME squad. Love y'all niggas, man. You know, so we started off doing house parties around the way. 16th Ave, you feel me? We was down the hill. Yeah. We was all the way up east.
I think I've been to like 2 or 3 of those.
Nah, facts. Like, it started off with that, and it was like we was just doing this shit for fun, and we used to Highland Street. If y'all remember Highland Street, man, I was doing parties in my house, man. We was doing parties like every fucking day from Monday to Monday, like in the summer. So it was like, you know, we was just doing it. We had everybody from where we was going to school at. Everybody's meeting up. So it was fun, and then, you know, we got older, and then, you know, I hooked up with my mentor, my brother DJ Quest Flavor. Shout out to Quest Flavor, and he brought us in, man. Shout out to DJ Triple M. Actually, Triple M was the one that picked us up, and he introduced us to Quest. And once we start seeing the aspect of Walnut, Wild Bull, and started doing all these parties, and we see now we can make money off of it, we was like, oh shit, we didn't even know we can make money off this shit. So it's like, when you start getting into that, but you gotta have an identity, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody could be a DJ, but if you don't have a voice, an identity, a certain swag, it's not gonna take you far, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta really lock in and find out who you want to be as a DJ.
Yeah. So like, with the DJ career, what do you see yourself contributing to like Paterson? Because a lot's going on. You know, Wap popped, he came home, he's doing a lot of things around the city. And like, how you think DJing is contributing to the Paterson uplifting?
That's a good question. Being that Paterson was one of them cities where you didn't really get a lot of people looking at us, you know, we was one of them cities where, even though the city is rich in talent, like we got a lot of people that made it out of Paterson. Shout out to Just Blaze. He was one of the pioneers who made it out of Paterson. You got, correct me if I'm wrong, I think somebody from Blackstreet Boys made it out. You know what I'm saying? Paterson natives. You know, we have a lot of talent that came out of this city. But as far as, you know, down south and everybody was just making it out the neighborhoods and shit like that. We didn't have that. So WAP was the first one to like really show us like, oh shit, we can make it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But that was on a rapping and singing tip. You know, DJs wasn't really, we wasn't shooting for that goal. Nobody was really checking for DJs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to answer your question, I feel like because there's so many of us now, you know, before it was only like a select few. You know, you had your DJ Big L, you had Talent. You know, those was the two giants in the city that was holding it down for us. And, you know, then you had everybody from my generation, Suge, you had T Moody and his whole crew, you feel me? Then you had other cats that was coming up. So it was a lot of DJs coming out of nowhere and coming up. So for you to have your own voice and to really have your own swag, it's like you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, pretty soon, if you good enough and you believe in yourself enough, you can make your way. You know what I'm saying? Just like me and F Sharp, like I started off in my crib on the desktop. Feel me? I was just doing blends. I wasn't really focusing on being local and worldwide and trying to be somebody. Like I was just doing it because I love blends so much. But you know, as you start progressing and you start, you know, honing in your craft, it's like, oh shit, like I could really reach people. Like I could make it. Like, and then, you know, now people fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now you got this side of town fuck with you. Oh, you fuck with Deejay Young A. You feel me? Like, you know, he do parties and now you getting people booking you for weddings, baby showers, cookouts, house events and shit like that. And then now you starting to get your resume up. So now people like, yo, he's a good DJ. You got people recommending you and shit like that. So that shit take years and years of you keeping at it and honing in your craft. Like, yeah, for sure.
All right. And one of my last questions I always wanted to ask you, like, how it make you feel when you like just riding around Paterson or you somewhere in Paterson, you still hear people riding around bumping the old Paterson blends, even your blends, like.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You would think because I've been doing it so long, it'd be normal for me. But like, even now, at this big age, when I hear it, it make me feel good because it's like, damn, like people really like, because you never know, like, you would think it's only a select few that's listening to you, but you really touching so many people and you don't know. And it's like people are looking up to you like and want to be like you. And it's like, damn, like that was hard. Cause you know how we look up to the greats that came before us and we like, damn, I remember when such and such did this. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now, people gonna be like, yo, I remember when Young A was doing blends and people riding around and you hear your blends and shit, you like, damn, like people fucking with it. Like, you just know that you're not doing it for nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like you really contributing to something and going down the history as you do it. So it's a great feeling, man. And I'm still humbled by it. Like, I'm still passionate about it. I don't think I'm ever gonna get tired of it. Like, you know, I'm just real grateful that I was even able to be a part of this culture that we have. Yeah. For sure.
Well, man. Yeah, man. Well, it was a pleasure speaking to you, man. It's always good seeing you when I see you.
You already know, man.
Always love, you feel me? Like,
yes, sir.
Just because of the distance and shit like that, that shit don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing, man. As long as we got love and we stay connected, man, we always gonna be good, man. You know, I see what you're doing, Buzz. Like, much love to you, man. Go far, man. You know, man. Don't stop.
Likewise, man.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
You already.